Welcome students, welcome in our e-learning classes of Bardon Model School. Student of class 7, the previous day I have discussed in your class that is speed. Speed means distance by time, and I have also discussed there that units of speed, that is meter per second, centimeter per okay, and one useful unit, kilometer per hour we use there. Now today I will discuss about time. What is time? What is time? Time means a moment where a things occur. Time means a moment where the things occur. In that particular duration is called things. Is called time. Now, generally we use for measuring time in our time, that is minute, hour, then second. Okay, but in ancient time they don't have that clock or any electronic gadgets. That time they use some notation, that is that morning means rising of sun, okay, evening means sunset, okay, and that noon means that sunrise, the middle time of sunrising and sunset. That they measure the time, and after some days in the middle of that they use some instrument through them they measure the time, like that sand clock, water clock, and some manual clock, okay, quartz clocks they use to measure the time. Okay, so and at ancient time, that is that rising of sun, sunset, and what is month, the time between two moons. In that way they measure the time. Okay, so now students, that time in our that conversion, we all know that conversion, minute and second, time, second and hour, minute and hour, day and hour. Okay, so we will not discuss here it. Next topic, that is speedometer. What is speedometer? That is speedometer in our vehicle. One meter is put it there, is attached with that in bike, that is speedometer. What is the function of that speedometer? Speedometer function is to measuring the speed in kilometer per hour. Measuring the speed in kilometer per hour. That is the function of that speedometer. Like that, there is 10, 20, 30, 50, 40, 50, 60. Okay, that one hand is there. Okay, so that instrument which is attached in our vehicle, okay, that is called speedometer, and the measuring the speed in kilometer per hour. And odometer. What is the function of odometer? What is odometer? Odometer means a instrument or a measure which measure the distance in kilometer. How much distance is covered in kilometer, that is measured by that odometer. And odometer, just here, so 2, 3, 5, 7, 6, one thing is given. So it means it from that measure you can follow this reading, you can measure the how much distance you have covered in one ride. Okay, so that is the function of odometer. Okay, now next moving on, distance time graph. Okay, next moving on, distance time graph. What is the okay, distance time graph. What is distance and time graph? Okay, we also discuss it here. So distance time graph means that actually I hope that you have in mathematics that you have learned that coordinate system, x axis, y axis. Okay, in distance time graph it shows that how far an object travel in a given time. Okay, how far distance traveled by an object in a given time. We can identify these things from the distance time graph. So along y-axis and along x-axis, so this is x-axis and that is O and y-axis. Along x-axis I am denoting it time, okay, and time I am telling it's minute, okay, minute, and in y-axis I am denoting that distance, okay, I am denoting the distance. Now we will plot a graph by using a data that is like distance and time. Distance is given kilometer, distance is given in kilometer, that is 0 0 2 2 4 4 6 6 8 8 and 10 10, okay, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Each distance, that is 1 means 1 kilometer, 2 means 2 kilometer, 3 means 3 kilometer, okay. So one unit in y-axis means 1 kilometer, okay. Now just plot the point when distance is 0, that is origin, when distance is 0, time is also 0, so that point, okay. Next, distance is 2, it covered distance 2 when time 2, first of all 1 2, time is 2 minutes and distance is 2 kilometer, means that point, okay. Next, 4 4, when time is 4 minutes, 1 2 3 4 and 4 means that 1 2 3 4, okay. 6 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, 6 minutes, here also 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, so that, okay. 8 8, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and time along x-axis, and we will move along y-axis, that for denoting the distance, and distance is 8, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, so that point is the 8 8, it means in 8 minutes it covers 8 kilometer distance, and 10 and here also that point will be 10, okay. Now join it by a straight line, okay. So that is the distance, we get one distance time graph, okay. So students, what does it mean that means that equal time interval, that is 0 to 2 minutes, it has covered 2 kilometer, 2 to 4 in 2 to 4, here also 2 to 4, so here 2 minutes and upper in the distance graph, that is also the, and from that, so it is a straight line moving through the origin, so it denotes equal distance covered in equal time interval, so it denotes that uniform motion, okay, uniform motion, straight line means uniform motion. And one thing, students, if that line, that curve, that if I join that point like this and get a curve, it means speed is changing, that is not uniform motion. If we got by the distance in the distance time graph a curved line, that is means that speed is changing, that is not an uniform motion, okay, remember it. And next, students, what is the slope? Slope means that is slope. First of all, what does that slope means? In higher class we will learn that angle make that line with the positive x-axis, okay, that is slope. Now in the distance time graph, slope denoting the speed of that particle or object, okay. So slope, what does it signify? The slope means that distance by time, that is distance by time means that is speed, okay. Here just say that if I from that point, so it is denoting the time, so this unit to it means 2 to and it is 4, 2 to 4, okay. sorry, that is 4 to 6, 4 to 6. Okay, so the time is 2 minutes and the distance is that unit, that is distance. So that if I take that distance by, if I divide that distance by time, so we'll get speed. We know that distance equal to speed equal to distance by 2. So by the distance time graph, we and by using slope of that curve, slope of that line, not curve, that line, we can get the speed of that particle. Okay, and another chart, another graph, that is velocity time graph, we also find in the later. Okay, so these are, I have discussed all the topics which are in our NCERT book. Now students, some NCERT question I will discuss. So question number 1, that is some okay, in exercise that classify the following motion along straight line, circular or oscillatory. Straight line motion means, you know that if it is moving in a straight line, that is straight line. Circular means that's a round, okay, keeping a point fixed. If it is moving like in this way, that is circular motion. And oscillatory motion means to and fro motion, that is called oscillatory motion. So first statement, so motion of your hands while running, it is a which type of motion it is. So when we are running, that our hands moves like that. Okay, so that is to and from motion, and from that distance is covering repeatedly, so it is oscillatory motion. Next, motion of horse pulling cart in a straight road. Okay, horse pulling cart in a straight road, the straight road is mentioned here, so it is a motion in straight line. Okay, that is straight line motion. And when a child merry-go-round means that we know that game, that merry-go-round. So motion of the child in the merry-go-round game, that is circular motion. Okay, and seesaw means in the park we have already observed that seesaw means that two place where the child sit there to play with his partner, that motion is oscillatory motion. Okay, oscillatory motion. And motion of hammer in an electric bell, one thing is there, that when we switch on, that hammer is continuously hit that bell, so that is the oscillatory motion also. Okay, and last one, motion of a train on a straight bridge. In a straight bridge, when a straight bridge, it means the path is straight, so it is motion along straight line. Okay, that is that case are okay. So now question number 2. So which statement is incorrect? So first statement, basic unit of time is second. It is a true statement, it is correct statement. Okay, next, every object moves with a constant speed. It is not necessary, not mandatory. Every object moves with a constant speed, it is not mandatory, so it is a wrong statement or incorrect statement. 3, distance between two cities measure in kilometer. It is right that from Bardhaman to Kolkata it is 100 kilometer, like this we will measure. Okay, so it is true, it is not incorrect, that is correct statement. And the time period of a given pendulum is given constant. It is a wrong statement. Time period of a given pendulum is not constant. Okay, and last, speed of a train is expressed meter per hour. The speed of a train is denoted, no, it is very much hard to remember the speed of the train. Generally we use kilometer per hour to measure the speed, to say the speed of the train. Okay, so students, question number 2 also I have discussed. Now moving on, question number 3. Question number 3. Question number 3. The distance between two stations 240 km. A train takes 4 hours to cover the distance. Calculate the speed of the train. So like two station. Okay. Oh, sorry. A simple pendulum takes 32 seconds to complete 20 oscillation. What is the time period? First of all, what do you mean by time period? What do you mean by time period? So 20 number of, so here total time taken and number of oscillation. Okay, number of oscillation. Number of oscillation. Okay, so in 32 seconds, it complete 20 complete oscillation. So 32 by 20, that is 32 by 20. So it is 1.2 seconds. We know that unit of time period, that is seconds. So what is the time period of that pendulum? Simple pendulum, that is 1.6 seconds. Okay, got it? So students, within today or tomorrow, next video also be uploaded, that from question number 4 to question number 12. I hope you are understanding what I am discussing here. Okay, if you have problem, next class that you will ask me into ePortal in science, and next day I will complete that NCERT exercise. Thank you students, bye.